Hi guys, this is your lesson for Tuesday, April 21st. It's lesson 16.2 and it's on page 334 and 335 of your hardback math book. You'll need your hardback math book, a pencil, and a paper. So if you don't have those things, pause and go get them. Before we start, there's a couple things we need to go over. So sometimes they're going to give you a rectangle and only two sides will be labeled. So does that mean my perimeter is just this number plus this number? Well, no, because we know the perimeter is going all the way around the shape. So if I have a rectangle, by definition, the opposite sides are the same length. So I would have to fill in my missing numbers before I could find the perimeter. So this side would be 5, the same as this side, and this bottom would be 7, the same as the top. Then I can find the perimeter. Now, if you are comfortable with just adding the numbers together, that's absolutely fine. The book gives you a couple of other ways to find the perimeter. I'm going to explain them, but if it gets confusing to you, just add the sides and you'll get the same answer. So we have 5 plus 7 plus 5 plus 7. And that would equal 24. Now, we also could do it and we could use multiplication. So we have two 5s, so we could say 5 times 2 plus 7 times 2. And then we could add those together. So we would have 10 plus 14. That would also give us 24. Finally, the third way the book shows you is we could add 5 and 7 together. So 5 plus 7, which is equal to 12, and then multiply that times 2, which would also give us 24. You can find that answer in any of those ways. Now again, if doing the multiplication is confusing to you, don't worry about it. Just add the sides. Now, the other thing you need to know is sometimes they're going to give you a square. Well, what do we know about the sides of a square? We know that they're all the same length. So if they tell us one side of the square, we know that all the other sides are that length. So I would first label all my sides. Then I would find the perimeter by adding the four sides together. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. And I would say that the perimeter is 20. Now, those of you who want to take it to a different step, you could also use multiplication. 5 times 4 equals 20. That may be a little faster for some of you. Again, if that doesn't make sense, let it go. Do the adding of the sides. All right, so now what I want you to do is I want you to do number 1, 2, and 3 on page 335. Pause, do those problems, and then come back and we'll check them together. Okay, so let's go over these problems now. So the first picture is a rectangle. They give you all four sides of the rectangle. And so we can just add those four sides together. 3 plus 6 plus 3 plus 6 and get 18. Another way you could have done it, you could have done 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 6 is 12, and then added that 6 and 12 together. The third way you could have done it is 6 plus 3 is 9. So you're taking these two sides, putting them together, 9, and then multiplying it times 2 because there's 2 of those. That also would give you the 18. It doesn't matter which way you did it, just make sure you got your correct answer. Number 2 is a square, so all the sides are alike. So we could have done 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 to get 32, or we could have done 8 times 4, which also would give us 32. Now, number 3 is a triangle, so we only have 3 sides. So again, you could have added 6 plus 6 plus 9 and gotten 21. Or you could have done 6 times 2 is 12 and then added the 9, which would also give you 21. Here's your answers. If you're having any trouble, shoot me a text or an email and I'll give you some more information. Remember, you don't have to do it with multiplication. That's just giving you a different way to do it. Some people might think it's an easier way to do it. You're now going to complete pages 243 and 244 in your soft math book. See you tomorrow.